Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Gary here. Excuse me for a second. I had to climb up on my soapbox. This thing is about a foot off the ground. And you know what a soapbox is for ranting. So when I rant. Every time I talk on this thing, I'm ranting a little bit. So anyway, today I'm talking a little bit about traffic. I did an episode not long ago called "Merge" already about traffic, but it's along the same lines, but in a different type of traffic. And for people watching today, they will be able to appreciate this. What's worse than merging on a highway? Driving in a byway. And I mean a speed limit where it's single lane going either way, 35 to 40 miles an hour. Let's say the speed limit is 35. You're doing 35. A lot of people don't do the speed limit. They're doing 40 or more. They don't give a fuck. They're going as fast as they want to go. I don't see any cops out here. Fucking, I'll go as fast as I want. And then you got me. This guy here is retired. I don't care. If the speed limit says 35, guess how fast Gary's going? He's doing 35 exactly. Because on my dashboard, on my caddy, I have the speedometer. I have gauges. I have 3 gauges like a race car. That's how the model came. It's pretty cool. So it has the needle that does the speed limit, and then on the bottom of that it has digital. It gives you a digital readout of how fast you're going. I make sure I'm doing exactly 35 miles an hour on a 35 mile an hour road. And I love doing it because it pisses people off. I love doing that because I'm not in any hurry to get anywhere. Because I'm retired. Gary, we already know you're retired. You've told us about this in every episode since we've been watching you. Well, I'm going to continue to talk about it when I have to. So I'm doing 35, and they're always on my ass. Someone's always on my ass. And then some of these roads go from that 1 lane to a 2 lane. It opens up. And this is the part I like the most. It opens up to 2 lanes now. And the speed limit goes from 35 to 40. Now this happened 3 days ago. I was on my way to the racetrack. 3 days ago, I'm going down this one road called 5 Mile Road. People that know 5 Mile Road in Cincinnati, they'll know exactly where it is. They'll know exactly what you do on that road. Well, I was happening to go through this community, and I was on this road called 5 Mile. And I was doing 35, and then I made it right on the 5 Mile. And I'm going down 5 Mile, and all of a sudden, this guy who was on my ass for 3/4 to a mile, right on my ass. That's when I say on your ass. When you can't see their headlights, that's NASCAR close. They're drifting right behind you. They're drafting behind you. And I'm loving it because he's losing his shit. He's losing his shit. He's wondering, why isn't this guy going faster? His car looks like a sports car. He should be doing at least 100. So I'm just tooling along, my own business, listening to other podcasts. I love Joe Rogan. Listen to his podcast all day long. Excuse me. And just cruising along, 35 miles an hour. So we make it right onto this one road, the double lane road. Speed limit on that road, what did I say? It was 45? It's not quite 50. So I think it's 45 miles an hour on that road, if I'm not mistaken. He gets to my right lane. He blows by me. He was loving it. He was rejoicing. Oh, I gotta get behind this asshole. And he goes blowing by me. Now he gets way past up the speed. He's doing at least 60. But what's coming up the road over the hill? Oh, I see a red light. It just turned red. It went yellow when he's accelerating and trying to get through it. And then it turns red. And the fuck had to wait. He pulls up and he's got the red. And I tool right up next to him. Right next to him. And I look a little bit to the right because I'm looking at my radio, and I can see from my peripheral vision, he's staring at me. He's fuming because he just wasted all that gas, blowing by me to make a statement. I call that hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait. You know, people like that, their blood pressure must be through the ceiling. I guarantee it's through the ceiling. Doctor says, well, there's things you could do to lower your blood pressure. It's diet, what you eat, what you drink, the exercise, and then stress. The guy like me doing the speed limit. And I'm giving people high blood pressure by doing the speed limit. The only time I don't do the speed limit is when I'm on the highway. But the byways, I'm doing the speed limit. So this happened. That was one example. This happened yesterday. This next example I'm going to share happened yesterday. I was going down a byway. It was just one lane this way, one lane that way. Speed limit's 40. Cruising along. This guy in front of me's got a Mustang, a later model Mustang. I don't know. I'm not big on Mustangs. I think personally Mustangs are the ugliest cars they ever made. But that's just me. I'm a Chevy guy. So this Mustang's in front of me, and he's clipping along at about 40, 42 miles an hour. Speed limit's, did I say 35? No, I said it's 40. Speed limit's 40. He's cruising along at about 45 miles an hour, and I'm right behind him. But I always give myself about 3 car lengths anywhere I am to be behind the car. I want plenty of room to stop if something happens. So I'm 3 car lengths behind him, and I'm doing about 43, and he's up there ahead of me. And he gets further and further ahead of me because he's starting to go a little faster. And that's fine. I'm not in a hurry. I got all day to get there. I got nowhere to go and all day to get there. You know what I mean? Well, I'm looking further ahead of him because I'm very aware when I'm driving. I'm a very conservative driver. I'm always looking in both my rear. I'm looking at my rear view and I'm looking at my side mirrors. I got to know exactly where I am and who's around me. It's just how I drive. Even if I got the music blaring, I'm aware of what's going on around me. I look ahead of this guy. And we're coming up on an area where there's shops and stores. There's a gas station. There's a Dollar General, and there's a Super America on the left. And it's coming up. I can see it about a quarter mile away. It's coming up. Well, the Mustang's hauling ass. He's still doing, now he's backing it down a little bit. Now he's down to 40. Well, what's pulling out of this Shell station on the right? I'd say about 50 yards in front of the Mustang, pulls out in the traffic. And it's a white minivan. Pulled out in the traffic, and this person in the minivan didn't get up to speed. Got about 20 miles an hour. And the guy in the Mustang had to lay on the brakes. I mean, if I wasn't aware of what was going on, I'd have gone right into the back of this Mustang. So he lays on the brakes and he goes left and almost hits the curb. I lay on my brakes and go right. Now that he's over here and I'm over here, and here's this fucking minivan tooling along. La-di-da, oh yes, la-di-da. Probably putting on her fucking makeup. I'm assuming it was a woman, because only women drive like that. Or unless you're a guy and you're old. Old guys drive like that, but women in general. I think most women are, I'm not going to go there. Anyway, so, because I know a few of my female friends drive like bats out of hell, so I can't go there. Well, I'll hear about it. I'll hear about it later. If I go there. But and I'm not a chauvinistic pig. Although there is a reason why women wear white on I'm sidetracking, but women wear white on their wedding day. You know why they wear white on their wedding day? So they can match all the appliances in the kitchen. Anyway, that's a joke you could have told back in the 50s and gotten away with it. Anyway, so this lady almost causes an accident, right? And she doesn't have any clue. I'm assuming it's a woman at this point. And then now she gets up to speed. Now it took her almost 2 miles to get up to speed. Now she's tooling along at 40 miles an hour. And the Mustang's right on her ass the whole time. This guy was fuming. I could tell he was fuming. Because he was riding her ass. And I'm way back. I'm way back here. And then she makes a right. Now I could tell it's a woman because the minivan makes a right onto his other street, and I can see it's a woman. And the guy's so pissed off, he makes a right, and he gets right up on her ass, and he's going up the. And I thought about following them because I was wondering what kind of shit I'm going to see, what's going to escalate with that kind of shit. But it happens, I call it hurry up and wait. When I know I'm sidetracking again, but. When you're in traffic and someone blows by you because they don't think you're going fast enough, and they gotta make a statement, so they fly by you, and sometimes they'll fly by you and then they'll cut right in front of you and then they'll brake check you. What pisses them off even more is you don't show emotion. They brake check me. Okay, I'll hit the brakes a little bit. Sure, brake check me all you want. And then they come up on a light. Karma. Red light comes. Bing. Car fucker's got to stop, And then sometimes I'll look over and I'll smile, you know, and occasionally someone will flip me the bird. They'll give me one of these, and I just flash them the peace sign. You know, what are they going to do with the peace sign? I will not flip somebody the bird in traffic. No. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. In today's world, people are crazy, man. There's a lot of crazy there's a lot of crazy mofos out there, and people are just one or two incidents short of getting the baseball bat out and start swinging at your windshield. You know that kind of shit goes on. People are going, some guy just lost his job, or his wife just cheated on him, and he found out because he hired a private investigator, and he's in traffic, and he's fucking thinking about his wife whoring around on him, and he knows it because now he's got proof. And then on top of that, he got fired from his job because his whole time was consumed with this private investigator and his cheating wife. Took him off his concentration at work, so he got canned. I know I'm going off on a rant because I'm speaking from experience. This kind of shit, you know. It's another reason why I'm still single, you know. And so he's all pissed off in traffic because his whore wife is cheating on him with one of his golfing buddies, one of his best friends. And then he gets fired from work because he wasn't concentrating. Oh yeah, and then he's late on his mortgage, you know, because he got fired, you know, and he's in traffic. You try brake checking someone like that, and he's just one reason. You could be that one reason that snaps him. That'd be the straw that breaks his camel's back, and he rolls up on you and just battering rams you. Rams into you. He didn't give a fuck at this point. My life is over. My wife is a whore. She's cheating on me with one of my best friends. And I know he's got a bigger dick than me because we were playing golf a few months ago and we were in the urinal taking a leak next to each other. He pulled that monster around. The thing almost hit the fucking side of the porcelain. God damn. She's cheating on me with him. He's got a bigger dick than me. You know that kind of shit goes on, right? Size don't matter. I've said that before. Size don't matter. What's that? The average depth of a female vagina is 7 inches. That's true. You can look that statistic up. And then the average size of a man's penis is anywhere from 4 to 7 inches. Our creator was smart. He said nothing too big. So size does matter. Besides that, it's I know I went off. I sidetracked. I was talking about traffic, but you know me. I get on my soapbox, and I'm up here on the soapbox. I might as well start talking. So it's funny because every now and then you hear about that stuff, you know. My buddy Bruce was like that. He goes, "Oh, my wife cheated on me. She's going out with a guy with a bigger dick than me." I'm like, "So what? She was a pain in the ass. I never liked her, Bruce. She was a head case. Now just look at it this way. She's not your problem anymore. It's this new guy's problem with the big dick. You know, that's only going to go so far, and then he's not going to be able to satisfy her anyway because she's got this in her head that she needs more. She's just her life is not satisfied. You know, I know it's going off on a tangent. I haven't done one of these videos in a while, and I just had all the stuff rattling around in my head. It's just one of those days I'm ranting. I apologize. Sorry, not sorry kind of thing, you know. Anyway, this was a short video today. I got things I got to do. I've been super busy lately. I've been taking care of my dad. I mean, he's in a facility, but still we go over there to see him a lot. So I'm spending a lot of time with him. So I'll get back to my normal routine. But I got to go down there and see him right now and hang out with the old dude and take him outside and smoke a cigar somewhere. I mean, I'm not smoking a cigar. I don't smoke those nasty things, but that's the only thing he lives for anymore. Is, all right, get me a cigar. Don't forget to get me a cigar on the way over here, son. I gotta get my cigar. So, anyway, that's it. Short video today, but hope you're all doing good. Sorry I went off on a rant, but God, you know, sometimes I feel like I have to. Well, I covered a couple different things today, didn't I? I really didn't need to do all that. Anyway, I gotta step up off this soapbox. Hold on a minute. Damn. Go see my chiropractor. I pulled my lower back out jumping off that soapbox. Thanks for putting up with me today. Thanks for coming by. I do appreciate you guys checking my stuff out. I do, and I love doing it. So, you all have a fantastic week. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.